Just to start off today, what I'm going to talk about today is Chris Watts. I know how everyone's divided on it, so I'm letting you know up front right now. So if you don't want to hear anything about it, you can move on. And if you are interested, you can stay and continue watching. There is a new piece of information that has been released. I thought I would pass this information along to all of you. I know it was hard to tell, but the structure that was behind me is a lighthouse. I am actually in a small town between Montgomery and Birmingham called Clanton, Alabama. Longtime viewers of the channel, you may remember the place I go to every summer called Peach Park, where we get the ice cream, and so that's where I'm at today. Peach Park is opening for the summer, so along with it being grand opening, they are also having it's like a March of Dimes walk. They're calling it a tree tour. You see the balloons set up for the occasion. It's Relay for Life, not March of Dimes, is what it is. The Trees of Hope Tour. And the giant peach for Peach Park there. So I will explain the rabbit hole I went down. I got notified on my phone that this reality TV star, Josh Duggar, was arrested in Arkansas on a federal hold. It turns out he was being arrested for a bunch of child pornography. If you're not familiar with who he is, he was on a reality TV show that started off being like 14 kids and counting or something like that, and they kept having kids, and now it's up to like 19 or 20 kids and counting. And then a couple of years back now, he got kicked off the show because that tabloid got police reports from when he was a young child, and he apparently molested his own sisters and a friend of theirs. And then he was in the news again not that long ago because that Ashley Madison site, that site where you can cheat on your spouse or whatever, they got hacked, and all those names are released, and his was one of them. And he had to go to like rehab for sex addicts and that kind of stuff. And then there was also something else that came out sometime back about there was a porn star / exotic dancer who said she met him on Ashley Madison or OkCupid or something like that. He paid her for sex, and then he was so rough, she said she feared for her life and she thought she was gonna die. It was a big mess. Let's see, there was an instance that he was in the news where, because I guess that's his job outside now that he's not part of the reality TV show anymore. It's real estate. And there was an instance where like he was doing some unethical, shady stuff to like take people's houses and all, and he got sued and lost, and all that came out in the news. But anyways, what happened was I guess as soon as he got arrested, all these news companies like Fox News and The Sun and The Inquirer and LAD and TMZ, they immediately put out the report saying that he was arrested, and then so notifications hit my phone. So that popped up on my phone, and I opened it. And then down at the bottom of that page, in big bold letters, it said, Chris Watts, former girlfriend, and him have been in contact. It generally takes you down a rabbit hole like that. So I click on it and open it. Obviously, we've told that story quite a few times. We went to Denver, all that. So I clicked on it and opened it, and sure enough, this is a post from Fox News, not some tabloid out there. This is Fox News that says Chris Watts and Nichol Kessinger are still in contact almost 3 years after the murders. 3 years after he murdered his family, and then later on he would go to say had he never met her, he probably would have never killed his family. Supposedly this guy who he was friends with in prison got out, and someone asked him, and he told him that Nichol Kessinger is writing to Chris in prison. Now, when this whole thing went down, you know, she changed her name and she moved away, and no one knows where she's at. Well, apparently she's writing him under this name, and apparently she's told him who she is, and they're in communication while he's in prison. I seem to remember back when the case was still being investigated, they brought Nichol Kessinger in to talk to her, and like she sat right there in the chair and talked about how disgusting it was that he just killed his family and his 2 little girls, and now she's still talking to him. It caught me, it struck me as like, what? It was like a WTF moment, like, seriously, kind of thing.
This shocked me just as much as I think it shocked the rest of the world.
He's so disgusting. I'm so ashamed of him.
Why? How? I don't even understand how you could, like, bring yourself to do that to somebody who's, like, that big.
I don't know what you've changed your name to, Nichol Kessinger. I don't know. I don't know where you are, nor would I ever say if I knew. But I know that you'll watch this. Down in the description box below, you will find my email address. Let's have an interview and finally get all of it out in the air, the truth. I think that would not only would it maybe picture you in a better light than what the majority of the people think about you right now, but it would give people your side of the story. I will demonetize it so there's no money to be made, or if you want, I'll monetize it and I'll split with you whatever that video makes. But I think it's been several years now. It's about time for people to hear your side of the story. After I read all of that about them two still talking, I kept going down further down the rabbit hole, and I also saw where Watts had been COVID positive. He didn't get seriously ill. It was minor for him, so he didn't wind up in a hospital on a ventilator. He didn't die from it or anything. He had to take a couple of days off from his butcher duties at Dodge Correctional. You know, he's the butcher there. That's his job in the prison. He cuts up all the meat and stuff. Like, his nickname is the Meat Man in there because that's what he does every day. So he had to take a couple of days off from his butcher job, but that was it. So that's really it for the story part of this video. The rest of it, I guess I'm actually going to go over and see the quads today, so I'll probably bring you guys along with me for that. I am going to go watch the quads, or more specifically, their oldest brother, Jackson. I'm going to watch them. Jackson's got a ball game tonight. Little League baseball.
I'm playing hide and seek.
You are? Oh.
You want to play?
I might watch for a minute.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, they have gotten huge.
Who are you talking to?
Myself?
Why?
I just wanted to.
I thought that you made a video.
Huh?
That you made a video.
Which one?
When you were walking to your car.
When I was walking to my car?
We're gonna get a new house.
You are?
Someone just bought it. Someone bought our house already, but we still need to find a house before they can get it.
Oh, well that's cool. Man, they've gotten huge. Brooklyn, Olivia, Liam, Jacob. Sling you around?
They're making a video.
Like grab her by her hand and spin.
Yeah, sure. Well, that was interesting. That the ball bounced right off of Jackson's head. He's not hurt, thank goodness. But that's gonna do it for this video today. Really, the baseball and seeing the quads and all that was just an after. But that's it. I'll be back tomorrow with a true crime video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, go down and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. Thank you all. I will see you again tomorrow. Please stay safe and stay healthy. Summer's almost here, you guys.